Who were the main people involved in this war? The main groups and people involved in this war was Assad, the president of Syria, and his army, the Syrian army. Then there was the rebel groups. The rebel groups wanted Assad to resign his power and step down as president. Then came along ISIS groups. ISIS groups was between the regiment of Assad and the rebel groups. What firepower was involved in this war? Firepower such as bombing, airstrikes, and brutality were involved in this war and used against Syria's own civilians. And the orders were given out by the government of Syria and as well the President Assad. The refugee crisis. The refugee crisis involves Syrian people leaving Syria and leaving everything behind as well as their prized possessions. These refugees have lost their home, friends, and family. Luckily, there are countries willing to take these refugees in and help them get back on their feet, such as Europe, Britain, Turkey, and as well as the US. Then there are camps built around the Syrian borders to take these people in as well. Why should we care? We should be caring because of massacres and mass shootings going on in this Syrian civil war. It was massacres and mass shootings that started this war in the first place. Then there's the suspicion and evidence of use of chemical weapons. Chemical weapons are banned under international law, and the number one suspect and user of this chemical weapon is Assad, the president of Syria, and as well as the government. Then there is ISIS. ISIS just want Islam world domination and are willing to do anything to obtain it.
The Syrian Civil War started on March 15, 2011, when Syrian police beat and tortured high school children who wrote anti-government graffiti on walls. And then a day later, when security forces shot and killed many demonstrators in protests that were demanding Assad to resign his position as president. The Syrian Civil War has many key events. One of them is when Mercy Corps established their first refugee camp in late 2012. Another is when Syrian government used chemical weapons against their own people in late August 2013. And one of the most recent ones is when ISIS took over Parliament on May 21st, 2015. And on August 2015, when Russia and many other countries started bombing ISIS-controlled territories in Syria. Syrian police beat these children in Damascus, which is the capital of Syria, and where many security forces shot and killed these demonstrators. It all happened in Moscow, which is a city in Damascus. ISIS took over many parts of Syria. One of the most famous parts they took was Parliament, which is an ancient city in Damascus, which is full of Syrian history. They also took over many towns and cities near the Syrian and Turkish border. The Syrian Civil War all started when Syrian police arrested and beat a few high school children who wrote anti-government graffiti on walls. And then when security forces shot and killed many protesters. And that's when people all over Syria said they had enough. The Syrian government is doing a really bad job on handling all this. While Assad is wasting all the troops on fighting rebel groups, ISIS has been taking over Syria very easily, with no one there to stop them, and killing many Syrian citizens.